The Bible says that Samson was the strongest man who ever lived. It also says that Samson was a judge who delivered Israel out of the hand of the Philistines for 20 years. He performed unbelievable feats of strength, and in his death, he accomplished his greatest victory. We're going to learn about the birth of Samson, his early life, his revenge against the Philistines, and how he died a hero. He was born long ago. In the days when the Israelites lived in the land promised to them, they often turned away from God. Because of this, their enemies, the Philistines, ruled over them for 40 years. During that time, God raised up judges to lead and deliver the people. One judge was a man named Samson, who was born in the small town of Zorah. His parents weren't like everyone else. His father was named Manoah, and his mother was a Nazarite. A Nazarite was someone who was set apart for God and had consecrated themselves to him. They did not cut their hair. They did not drink alcohol, and they did not touch any dead bodies. Samson's mom had a special encounter with an angel before he was born. One day, the angel of the Lord appeared to Manoah's wife and said, "You will have a son. He will be set apart for God from birth. No razor must touch his head, for the boy will be a Nazarite dedicated to God. He will begin to deliver Israel from the Philistines." The woman believed the angel's words. In time, she gave birth to a son and named him Samson. As Samson grew, the Spirit of the Lord began to stir in him, giving him unusual strength. Samson's strength. When Samson became a young man, he saw a woman from Timnah, a Philistine town, and told his parents he wanted her for his wife. On the journey to Timnah, a young lion came roaring at him, filled with the Spirit of the Lord. Samson tore the lion apart with his bare hands. Later, when passing the same spot, he found bees and honey inside the lion's carcass. He ate some and gave some to his parents, though he did not tell them where it came from. At his wedding feast, Samson posed a riddle to the Philistines based on this event. Out of the eater came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet. When the Philistines could not solve it, they pressured his new wife to coax the answer from Samson. She wept until he revealed it, and she told them. Angered by their deceit, Samson killed 30 Philistines and left in fury. From then on, Samson often fought against the Philistines. Once, when they burned his wife and her father, he captured 300 foxes, tied torches to their tails, and set them loose in the Philistines' grain fields, destroying their harvest. Another time, the Philistines came to capture him. The men of Judah tied him up and handed him over. But when the Philistines shouted against him, the Spirit of the Lord came upon Samson. He broke the ropes as if they were threads and found the jawbone of a donkey. With it, he struck down 1,000 men. Samson and Delilah. After a while, Samson fell in love with a woman named Delilah, who lived in the valley of Sorek. Delilah was beautiful, but she was also very clever and deceitful. The Philistine rulers came to her and said, "Find out the secret of his great strength, and we will each give you silver." Delilah went to Samson and asked him why he was so strong. He replied, "If I am tied with 7 fresh bowstrings, I will become weak." So she tied him up with 7 bowstrings and went to get the Philistines. But when they attacked him, Samson broke free. "Next," he said, "if I am tied with new ropes, I will be weak." Again, he snapped them easily. Then, he said, "If you weave my 7 locks of hair into a loom." She did so, but he pulled free again. Finally, Delilah pressed him day after day until he revealed the truth. "My hair has never been cut. If it is shaved, I will lose my strength, for I am a Nazarite dedicated to God." That night, as Samson slept, Delilah had his hair cut. His strength left him. The Philistines seized him, gouged out his eyes, and took him to prison in Gaza, where he was forced to grind grain. But Samson did not stay in prison for long. One day, the Philistines took him out of prison to make fun of him. Samson stood between 2 pillars in the temple of their god, Dagon. They jeered at him, saying, "Hey, guess who has come to rescue you? Guess who has come to fight against us?" Samson replied, "When I felt most desperate, I cried out to God, and he answered me." The Philistines only laughed at him, but Samson knew that God would give him one last chance to defeat his enemies. He prayed, "O Lord, remember me. Please strengthen me one more time, so that I may take vengeance on the Philistines." Then Samson did what seemed impossible. With all his might, he pushed against the pillars, and the temple collapsed, killing himself and thousands of Philistines inside. Samson had judged Israel for 20 years, and even in his death, he struck a heavy blow against their enemies. Do you want to know Jesus? Click here to watch the next video.